next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it.
Tell me, do you bleed? You will. That was so much better than it was in the movie. Wouldn't you agree, John?
Now we're here to talk about Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Worst movie, 2K16.
There's still 8 months to go. There's still about 8 months to go.
Do you honestly think Suicide Squad is going to be that much of a disappointment?
I think Suicide Squad will be better. I'm not saying that it's going to be bad or that there's bad movies lined up. I'm saying that there's a possibility for something that was hyped so much.
Even the B movies are going to be better than Batman v Superman.
The B movies?
Yeah, the ones that nobody knows about. The ones that are made over in Europe. Where, like, they're paid $100 for the entire movie.
$100? Okay, so we're going to give you the good, the bad, and the iceberg.
Okay, so it would have been an alright movie if the title would not have let it on. The title made it seem like it was going to be Zack Snyder's Batman vs. Superman comic book, which I was excited for. No, it wasn't. It was... And after the second trailer, I knew because it showed Wonder Woman, and I was like, I know what they're doing. They're doing the Justice League. And it didn't help there was only 10 minutes of Batman and Superman fighting.
I don't want to like completely trash the movie, and I might have a totally different opinion within 10 years. But right now, the marketing of this movie was extremely misleading. It made it seem like this entire movie was going to focus on Batman and Superman back and forth, talking smack to each other at first, and then end up actually dueling it out. What it ended up being was like 4 or 5 movies mashed together that the marketing made it seem like it was one. And when you go and see it, you unravel and you start to realize that this movie was a big mess. It really was. It's really disappointing that this is the second DC movie of their, the thing they want to do that Marvel's doing.
They're not doing it near as well as Marvel is. Marvel has... See, from the very first Iron Man 2 not so much because that one was all right, but from the first Iron Man, Marvel cracked the secret to making superhero movies. They made them successful, they made them cool again, they made everybody want to see them, and that's why they're doing successful. But what I will say about the movie is, I think they did a really good job casting. I liked Ben Affleck as Batman. I think this was the best performance of his career.
I haven't seen most of his movies, but The Town, Argo, Gone Girl, those were like his shining moments in my opinion. I haven't seen his early work with Matt Damon and those when they were like, 12? Henry Cavill, I said this before to myself, I enjoy his presence. But
he's more of an Archer type character.
Yeah, he just wasn't in it as much. Like, do you really, he only had like a total of like 30 something lines in the movie. It's called Batman v Superman, and this movie quickly turned into a Batman movie, prequel to Justice League. It was more of a Wonder Woman trailer. It was everything but a Superman sequel, in which Zack Snyder said 1,000 times that this is Man of Steel 2, and that is not what this is.
What they could have done better in the marketing to make people want to go see it, not show Wonder Woman and not show Doomsday. You did a bad thing by showing Doomsday.
Would this have been better if you have taken out Wonder Woman and Doomsday from the trailers and put in more Batman v Superman stuff? Don't you think that whole fight would have been shown already?
That's true.
Mean, yeah, but then, yeah, there was like no surprise in the movie.
But then it would have been a twist at the end, be like, whoa, what?
Yeah, but the only twist was that Superman died. But then that was very surprising to me. But then, like, I quickly got over it when I saw the dust come up from his grave, and I was like, you couldn't have just left that in for a Justice League trailer? Like, come on, dude. Like, Wonder Woman, I mean, I like her.
I didn't like the casting for her. I thought they could have chosen somebody better. I mean, I know she died, but China would have made an amazing Wonder Woman. Would you not agree?
Yeah.
It's like her arm, I can't picture her, like, picking up the shield. I can't picture her doing that stuff because she's so small. It's like, it's kind of like, let's say they chose Rosie O'Donnell to play Black Widow. I can't see her jumping around doing all that stuff that Black Widow can do. DC, this is why Marvel is winning. They have cracked the code. You need to get some spas over there to crack the code for yourselves.
And compared Man of Steel to Iron Man, they were both, I think, in my opinion, you may not have liked that movie as what it was, but Man of Steel was, in fact, a good start for the DC universe. Just like Iron Man was, they contained their story, kept it to what it was, and did not focus on setting up this big universe.
Well, they did. They did.
But
at the end of Iron Man, they did. He was like, I want to tell you about the Avengers Initiative.
There was no email. There was no email about the Hulk. No, all that came into play in Avengers. This email thing, it was a crappy way to introduce them as a cameo.
If you say there's going to be a cameo of a superhero, I damn well better see an actor in the suit.
Yeah. I don't want to see freaking Aquaman going like this. Hero! Get down.
Mermaid Man, Monica Boy.
Yeah, let's talk about Lois Lane. She threw a staff in a pond. She went in the pond to go get it. She trapped herself in the pond. Superman had to go away from saving the world from Doomsday, went and go save Lois Lane from the pond, picked her up out of the pond, grabbed the staff from the pond, then he fell in the pond, then she helped him up out of the pond. She grabbed the staff out of the pond, pulled him out of the pond, then he's laying there, he can't move, he takes the staff and somehow flies with it. You know, the staff that has kryptonite on it, that's supposed to and then he flies all the way to Doomsday, stabs him. Doomsday stabs him with the same staff. They both die. Jesse Eisenberg.
Surprisingly, I like that casting as Lex Luthor.
It was weird from the start. I never once said he was going to do good. I said it was going to be interesting to see a new take. And that was interesting.
Kind of like Heath Ledger. Nobody thought he was going to do well as the Joker. He killed it as the Joker. He was the best Joker. And I think Jesse Eisenberg did a fantastic job playing Lex Luthor.
What?
I thought so.
He was the most annoyingest part of this movie.
Yeah, but I think that's what Lex Luthor should be. He should be annoying.
His quirkiness is supposed to come off as menacing, but at the end with all the tick, tick.
I've heard rumors about it, and this, I think, solidified it for me. They're doing like some alternative timeline that they are just now making up that was never in a comic book. Lex Luthor goes crazy in the cell and becomes the Joker. And he is the main villain in the Justice League.
Oh, hell no. I don't want... Okay, unlike a lot of people, I actually liked Superman Returns for what it was. Lex Luthor in that movie was a little quirky, but I liked Kevin Spacey as the role, and I fell in love with Lex Luthor as a character in the Injustice games and in the old Christopher Reeve Supermans. I wanted to see a good Lex Luthor. I wanted to see Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad play Lex Luthor. That would have been amazing. This movie it took inspiration from The Death of Superman, Dark Knight Returns, Trinity,
everything.
Pre-Justice League.
He couldn't just keep it on one.
The only good parts I can walk away with is Ben Affleck as Batman.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Well, you can. I liked Wonder Woman for the fight scene she was in, but there was really like no setup of when she came in. She just came in because Trinity, Zack Snyder explosions.
From the boys here at Staircase, like us on Facebook.